in the murder of my brother Kamal Flowers, and the officer Alec McKenna has been completely exonerated from all situations. But me doing my due diligence, once you put out a murder charge on somebody, no matter if you found not guilty, you're exonerated. There's no statute of limitations on murder. And we didn't go for intentional murder. The family didn't want intentional murder. The family wanted second degree murder or manslaughter at the most. But right now, I'm about to play the footage. I'm about to play the footage that's going to show my brother being murdered. Pay attention closely to the top part of the screen, which is up above the lights. You see the lights right now? It's a sidewalk right behind to the top part of that screen. And we're going to get this going right now for you so you can actually see how my brother was walked down like an animal. Pay attention. All up in here, you're going to see my brother getting chased. You're going to see flashes of a muzzle flashes from a gun, not a taser. Pay attention. See, that's one. That's two. That's three. My brother's being shot at. Look, he's ducking and dodging bullets. See? The officer's shooting. Where's your taser? That's not a taser. He's walking him down. Shot him. That's a flash. That's 4, 5, 6. He's on his knees now. 7. He shoots 3 more times after he's dead. Another flash. Look, like, how is that not murder? Where's the tussle? I'm going to run it back for y'all, just in case y'all didn't see it. Pay close attention now. You're going to see the muzzle flashes. Count the muzzle flashes. When you see them. 1, 2, 3. My brother's in the street, running away from being shot at. He's dodging bullets. Look, shot in the groin. He's walking him down with the pistol. Flash. Flash. Now he gets on his knees. Flash. See the spark in the ground? That's from the bullet hitting the ground and skipping off the ground. So, with that saying, the officer cold-blooded, he murdered my brother in second degree. It's kind of crazy how I found that and they didn't find that.
What's up?
I found
Haiti,
that.
the Southern Heart fangirl. Salute.
Flash.
Police killed my brother.
Let's run it back. In case you ain't getting it right. Look up at the top, the sidewalk. You see the sidewalk?
You see that sidewalk right there?
You're going to see my brother and the officer come into the picture. You're going to see muzzle flashes. 1. That's 2, 3. My brother's running around in the street. He's dodging, being shot at. Look, he's being shot at.
At this point, they said in the news article that a gun fell from my brother's waistline and he bent down to pick the gun up and hold it to his side. I'm going to run it back for you. Somebody tell me where they saw a gun fall. Please tell me.
Ain't getting it right. Look up at the top, the sidewalk. You see the sidewalk clear as day. There's a car sitting there parked. You're going to see my brother and the officer come into the picture. You're going to see muzzle flashes. 1. That's 2, 3. My brother's running around in the street. He's dodging, being shot at. Look, he's being shot at. He got shot in the groin. He walked him down like an animal, shot him, dropped him, shot again. Shot again. Drops to his knees. Shoots again. There's a spark. He shoots 3 more times when my brother's on the ground. So how is this cop exonerated from murder charges? How is this police officer exonerated from murder charges? Somebody please tell me. All this CCRB review board BS, that's a bunch of BS. They're not going to pay attention to it. They're not going to listen to nothing that you're trying to say as a people. You have to make noise. Here it is. That exclusive evidence is going to reopen the case. My lawyer's on top of it. I just wanted to share this with the world because so many lies was painted on my brother. This officer said he used the taser from the beginning. How? Where's the taser action? Where's the taser action? Tell me. Straight murder. You're going to see 3 muzzle flashes up at the sidewalk. 1, muzzle flash, muzzle flash. Now watch my brother dodge. He's being shot at in the streets. Look, he got hit in the groin right there. Walked him down. Dropped him. Flash. Another flash. He gets to his knees, you fucking faggot, and he murders my brother in cold blood. That's not murder.
Pops up when you
That's
say
not
hi.
murder. That's not murder. Second degree at least. Second degree at least.
Now, what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to leave a comment. Was my brother murdered in the street and lied on, or did the police tell the truth that my brother dropped the gun in the street? He pointed a gun at the officer and he put the clip in. From what you see on this TV right now, my brother was being chased and shot at. Double tap the screen and shot at. He was being shot at on the sidewalk at his head and his body. That caused him to run into the street. And when he ran into the street, the police officer was still firing on him. My brother didn't have no gun. If he did all that the police said, then they would have had the DNA of his whole hand on the pistol. Why they just have his fingertip on the trigger? There was no gun to begin with. That gun was planted on my brother. I know this for a fact because they didn't want to put me under no lie detector test for 2 years straight. I got out here bugging out, but this video right here, it contradicts everything the officer left in a statement. So we're working on getting this up in front of a federal judge in the Supreme Court, and we're going to get him locked up for second-degree murder.
What his partner does. Remember, I have another angle. This is the other angle. What his partner do? Gives him something. They taking too long standing over the body now.
I got the other angle of his partner running down and looking back and looking around to make sure nobody was around. And that's where they got the fingertip off of my brother. They used his dead fingertip and placed it on the trigger of the fucking gun. If the cop said he loaded the gun, which means he had put the clip in the gun and loaded the gun, which means he cocked the gun back, there's no footage of that in this video. When you tired of being gassed, smoking mirrors, now the police want to show up.
The second officer planted the pistol. The DNA that they found on the trigger of the gun, and not the whole gun, they said that my brother pointed at this officer, threw a clip in and slid the rack at. Where is that? Where did it show any of that in the video? What it showed is the second officer came down there and they took too long, and next thing you know, they find DNA on the tip of a pistol, bro. Please tell me where that makes any sense at. Where does that make any sense at? I need to know. Like, I really need to know where that makes any type of sense at. Could you please help me? I need to know. Like, because y'all murdered my brother. Y'all lied about it. They murdered my brother. They lied about it. You dig what I'm saying? They lied about it. And then they really tried to make a mockery of the situation, which is bogus. That's sad because what you're doing is you really, really painting a narrative, and you tried to really paint my brother off to be this animal, this criminal, and this officer killed my brother in cold blood. This officer killed my brother in cold blood, y'all. For real, for real. For real, for real. New Rochelle Police Department was let off with murder. And it was actually proven that my brother was murdered. The CCR Review Board Committee, bogus. It's not even sensible that they putting this together because ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm telling y'all, nothing's gonna happen. There's not gonna be no reprimand for this police officer, but this evidence is gonna open up the case. This evidence is gonna open up the case so big and so broad that it's gonna be crazy how it's going down. He murdered my brother in cold blood and he lied about it. You know what I'm saying? They lied about it, B. I'm gonna give it to you real form. You're gonna see all the muzzle flashing. I'm telling you, that's crazy how they just did my brother wrong like that and they lied on him. Pay attention. They killed my brother in cold blood. Watch the muzzle flashes. 1, 2, 3. Where's your taser? He's supposed to have a taser in his hand this whole time. Why is my brother informed like that if he had a taser? That's not a taser. Three muzzle flashes don't come from no taser. They said he was tased first. They said the officer used his taser gun first. Where? Show me. I see muzzle flashes from a firearm. 1, 2, 3. Look at my little brother running around in the street getting shot. Look at him. He's getting shot. Hold on, man. The muzzle flashes are 1, pause, then it's 1, then it's pause quickly, then it's 1 again, and then it's another shot. Then there's more flashes. You can tell those is flashes from a firearm. Those is not taser flashes because a taser don't hold that many flashes in it. He didn't have no taser in his hand. He had a gun in his hand the whole time. Please tell me, where was the weapon that Kamal supposedly had? Where was this
Shout out to you, Mouse.
Where was this tussle that they saying? Because in the video
Always,
it shows
yo.
that my little brother is trying to run for his life. He's being shot at. That's ducking. That's moving. He got hit right there.
Now the question remains, when are we going to stop being entertained by bullshit entertainment, lies, deceit, fruitiness, and we start talking about shit like this? Because my brother wasn't the only person that was murdered by police across this nation.
He's trying to run away from this officer who's walking him down like an animal at target practice. That's a flash. That's another flash. The bullet skips off the fucking pavement after it hits my brother. Come on, man. Peace, beloved. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy, man. I got new evidence. I got new evidence on these people killing my brother, man. Say word. Word, man. I'm reviewing the video right now as we speak. And it's showing muzzle flashes from the cop running down my brother. He's shooting, Buck. He's shooting. He's shooting. He's shooting. Muzzle flash. Say word. Muzzle flash. They didn't show that the first time, though. They wasn't looking for it like how I am. They wasn't looking for it how I was, Buck. That's crazy. You can see this shit, though. Muzzle flash. It's 1, then it pauses. Right. You have to see it again. 1, then it go back. 1, then it flashes. Then it flashes again. Then it flashes again. Then the officers in the street. My brother's being shot at. He's ducking and dodging from bullets. But you can see the flash. Ducking and dodging from bullets. Ducking and dodging. Hold on. I'm going to show you right now. I'll show you right now. That's show you right now. You know what I'm saying? It's my legend right more than they say. Come on, man. Look, pay attention to up here, right? You're going to see the flashes. Okay. Watch, this is how real it is. The police and Kamal are going to come down this side. It's going to be a flash here, and a flash here. Watch. There they come. Mm-hmm. 1 flash, 2, 3. Now you get off in the street. Kamal's going to duck like he's getting shot at. Look, he ducks. That's dodging a bullet. He gets hit right there, Buck. He's running away. The cop's walking him down. He shoots. Bomb drops him. Flash. Buck. Wow. Another flash. Wow. Buck. Look. He drops to his knees right here. Wow. Flash. The bullet skip and hit the pavement right there, Buck. He murdered my brother. Why is he first of all he's running? He's that's the bottom line. So I don't know how the fuck you so murder my brother. CC, they talking about CCR. Thank you, bro. CCRB review board. That shit ain't doing nothing. They killed Batman. They killed a few other people. If that CCRB review board is coming now, should have caved 30 years ago. Right. Would have saved my brother. Because at the end of the day, niggas is grandstanding off of my brother's name. Right. Because they wasn't speaking about this going against the police and all this other shit until he got killed. Now it's an opportunity and a stage for everybody to get that badge. Nah, I'm running down on everything. Because if y'all not finding what I'm finding, y'all not looking.
You're not doing your job.
Y'all not looking.
But I'm saying the fucking fact that he's running.
Bro.
It's not a threat. If I'm running this way, you're back and forth where they teach you. If I'm running with my back to you, I'm not a fucking threat.
The beauty behind it is that this corrupt DA who put a bogus charge on me 2 years prior, he took intentional murder. And if you know law, like anything else, no matter if they exonerate him or don't find nothing, there's no statute of limitations in murder.
Right.
I found new evidence.
Right.
This case gets opened back up.
Right.
Now he's back on trial.
Right.
Now you can't avoid that. The county, the city, nobody can deny that there. That's prime proof right there. That's clear. He's ducking. He's hit. He's like this. He's trying to run away, and the cops walking him down. He shoots. Kamal.
First of all, you're not in no danger.
But Kamal hits the ground. He shoots again. He backs up, shoots again, backs up, drops to his knees, and shoot again. He's done. He's down.
First of all, he's running. I'm not coming towards you. I'm not a threat. When my back is this way, I'm not a threat. I have nothing in my head.
That's evidence that's cannot be denied, bro.
No, not with that.
I have so many different camera angles, and see what they do is they make a big media hype. They paint the wrong narrative on my brother.
Right, yeah.
He's a this, he's that. This cop murdered my brother.
They do that all the time. They put the damn
Manslaughter the least.
Right.
Second degree murder the most.
It's still a charge.
It's still a charge. I want him locked the fuck up.
That's the bottom line, man.
If he don't get locked up, the city got a problem.
That's the bottom line, man.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
Word. Yeah, I'm on it. I just look. This is crazy. New evidence. Share that with your people. Put that on the page for me, man. Trying to tell them. Look, it's going up. It ain't over. Justice will be his. Look, yo, bro, he will get his justice. It could be our kids. But he will get his justice. Promise. I promise. As long as I'm breathing, I'll never stop fighting, bro. Inshallah. I'll never stop fighting. Always. Always, beloved. Always. Love you. Trying to tell y'all. You know it. I got this. Y'all see what I'm talking about. There is no hiding from nothing now. You can't hide from nothing. You can't hide from the truth. They say the truth will set you free. Well, in this case, this officer about to get rearrested and go back on trial, and he gonna get convicted of this time. That's a factual, not playing. That's factual, y'all. This man murdered my brother, man. He murdered my brother. Y'all want to see? I could bring y'all in. Comment yes if you want to watch the video again. That's all I want to see.
We ain't gonna watch the video no more, man. It's clear as day that my brother was executed in the street. They lied on him. They exonerated the cop. But then again, we're going up in front of a Supreme Court with this footage right here.
Let's go.
And it's up.
Let's go, y'all. Comment yes if y'all want to watch it. Pass this to your people. Pass this, share this. I want everybody on this page. There should be a lot of people looking at this.
It could be any one of us.
Should be a lot of people looking at this, yo. Word.
It's not your average podcast. We don't talk about the bullshit. We talk about the real shit.
Word, B. Niggas is playing. Niggas is playing. For real, for real. Niggas is playing. For real, for real.
Smoke and mirrors when you tired of being gassed.
Nah, man. Nah, man. Word, niggas killed my brother. Share this with your people. I'm about to... Word. Niggas is playing, bro. These ain't got no time, bro.
Word. That's what it is, man. We getting this up. We donating to little bro and all that. Y'all not gonna do him like this, for real. I'm about to play this right now. I'm about to play the video of my brother getting murdered in the street by Officer Alec McKenna. Pay close attention. Pay close attention up here to the top. You're gonna see a muzzle flash right there, a muzzle flash right there, and a muzzle flash right there. You're gonna see my brother in the street and the cop chasing him in the street. My brother's gonna duck like he's being shot at, and then he's gonna cringe up like he got shot. And then he's gonna run over to the pole and he's gonna get shot again. He's gonna fall down. You're gonna see another muzzle flash. You're gonna see another muzzle flash. You're gonna see the bitch ass cop drop to his knees and he's gonna shoot a fuck again. You're gonna see the bullet skip off the concrete when it hit my brother. Pay attention. Word. Close attention. Watch the muzzle. Pay attention up here, y'all. Pay attention. I'm not playing. This is not no game. Watch. Muzzle flash. Muzzle flash. Muzzle flash. Bro's in the street now. He's getting shot at. Look, duck that. Got hit right there. Cop walking him down. Shoots. He drops him. Shoots again. When he dropped my brother the first time on the ground, right? My brother was dead. Rest in peace to him. Bullet went through his side and went across his body and hit his heart and exploded his heart. He died on the shot that dropped him on the ground. What is the point of the officer shooting continuously after the fact? I don't know, but that's what we're going to get him on because it's malice murder. It turns into malice murder now. Like the man's dead and you shooting to make sure he's not moving. He's dead. What the fuck, bro? Getting shot at. Look, duck that. Got hit right there. Cop walking him down. Shoots. He drops him. Shoots again. Muzzle flash. He gets to his knees. That's a trained position. You see how the bullet hit the ground and made a spark. That's what you see, that little spark by my brother's body. The officer is on his knees. I'm going to take you back. When they started running down the beginning of that block, the officer said he had his taser out. He said, Kamal, no, he said a Ruger had fell to the ground. Kamal picked it up, held it to his waist. No, Kamal sidestepped into the street when the Ruger hit the ground. Kamal bent down, picked it up, held it close to him. The officer shot him. Said the officer said he was approaching Kamal and Kamal had threw the clip in the gun. No, pointed the gun at the officer, that it didn't fire. So the officer backed up. And at that time, Kamal had threw the clip in the gun, allegedly, cocked the gun back, allegedly, and aimed to shoot at the police. And at that moment, the police officer was screaming, "Don't do it, don't do it." And he said he shot my brother one time. This is the initial report. One time in the chest with the taser. When we went and discovered the body, Kamal had 2 bullet holes in him. One was in his groin and one was in his side that ultimately killed him. But this particular view right here, the officer didn't tell them that he shot more than 6 times. When he couldn't lie in the first statement, he said that taser was ineffective and he shot Kamal. But he said he shot him once in the chest. He said he shot 6 times. You count more than 6 shots. There was 3 on the sidewalk. And as he stepped into the street, you can see that he was ducking. So he was ducking from being shot in the head because that wall that was behind him has a very big chip in it, like a bullet hit it. I got all that footage too. Then that's the 4th shot. The 5th shot is in his groin. The 6th shot drops him. And after he's laying on the ground, the officer shoots 3 more times. So the officer damn near emptied his whole pistol, his service weapon. When they initially got pulled over, the officer was chasing my brother with his gun in his hand the whole time. There is no logging about no taser. And he didn't log in how many times he used that weapon and fired it. But they lied first and said they used the taser. Then they shot my brother once. Then when we ultimately revealed that we went and viewed the body and they was lying from that point, he had 2 bullet holes in him. The officer said that my brother tried to point a gun at him and shoot him. So he shot 6 times. That was the second lie. That was the third lie. My brother didn't have no gun. That was the second lie. The third lie, he said he shot 6 times. This video right here shows him shooting more than 6 times.
You see the bullets hit the concrete after, nigga? That's murder. That's murder, my nigga.
Shit is real out here. It could be any one of us. It could be you. It could be me. It could be your child. It could be your niece. It could be your aunt. It could be your uncle. Your grandparents could go through some shit like this. There's no need to be worried about fucking rap beefs and bullshit baddie shows. This type of shit is happening on a regular to black kids, black men, all black women all across the United States. And we not talking about this shit as much as we talking about a 50 Cent and a T.I. fucking beef. Shit is happening in their respective cities and states, and they not even talking about it. Say they don't give a fuck. But I just had to bring y'all up to date, and I told y'all I was going to bring this video to y'all from the first show I did about my brother. So here's the second part. Leave your comments in the comment section. Man, share this with your people. Have dialogue about it. And don't let the people get away with this shit. Tag all your local activists. Tag any activist you know. Tell them to holler at me. They can follow me on Instagram. Instagram and YouTube name is the same. Pass it around. We got to get this straight. My brother was murdered, and I'm not stopping the fight. Join the fight. You don't have to get out there and be on the time and I'm on, but you got social media, and words travel fast on social media. Appreciate you. I don't want this to go viral, but I want it to go viral in the right way, in the right sense, and reach the right people, because this fight still continues. This is new evidence that my brother was murdered and lies was told. I have the statement after the dirty system exonerated this officer. This goofy nigga gave a statement through his lawyer. I got that too. I'll show that next show. I'm up and out, man. I got to go handle some business. My dog, she's, going through her stages. It's time to make these puppies. We're going to have fluffies. French Bulldog fluffies will be available soon. I'll let everybody know. I'll bring y'all up to date. I even bring y'all live when she's having them. Keep your circle a dot. Keep your grass cut. Watch for the snakes. Be observant of your surroundings. But most importantly, stack chicken. Till next time, y'all. Stand up for something or fall for everything. One love.